There have been leaks of this upcoming report on UFOs that Director of National Intelligence is due to send to Congress. And what we are learning is intriguing and disturbing. Firstly, they seem to have ruled out the possibility that this is secret US black project technology. And they do say that some might be Russia or China. And that is, of course, a huge worry. There's talk of hypersonic weapons, for example, and spy chiefs in the US and the UK too need to get up to speed on this immediately and find out just what the level of tech is that, say, Russia and China has. Intriguingly, the Pentagon, while they say that they have found no evidence that any of this is extraterrestrial, they have not ruled it out. And that ties in with my understanding from previous leaks that there's disagreement about this at the heart of the US government. There's a skeptic versus believer debate raging. A faction thinks that it might be alien. Another faction is saying, no, that it's impossible. It can't be. I think the focus needs now to change. People need to be aware that although this report is going to be absolutely fascinating, the real issue now is the action that needs to be taken going forward. And I think that falls into two categories. Firstly, the United States and the United Kingdom should pool their resources and expertise and really do a deep dive into next generation aerospace and weapon threats. We hear a lot about hypersonic drones and missiles. Vladimir Putin gave a very disturbing speech where he talked about new super weapons using technology which almost implies a new physics, like something more science fiction than science fact, but he says it's real. So we need to find out whether that's bluff or reality. And there needs to be a massive investment program into really ramping up the intelligence effort to find out what Russia, China, and other potential adversaries have. In parallel with that, we mustn't lose sight of the fact that there are still unknown unknowns out there. And if any of this is extraterrestrial, I mean, because there's not necessarily going to be one simple solution to all this. Some of this might be Russia, but some might be something else. If anything is alien, that would be the biggest game changer in history. And even if you think of it as a low probability, high impact scenario, we need to be ready for it. We need to prepare. And so the British government, for example, needs to do what the American government's doing now: reopen the X-Files, restart research and investigation into the UFO phenomenon. I did this back in the 90s, but the program was axed at the end of 2009. It needs to be reconstituted. We need a properly resourced effort to find out what we're dealing with, because this isn't just hearsay anymore. This is pilot testimony, radar data, satellite imagery, forward-looking infrared camera videos. We have a whole bunch of data and information out there. We should use it.